Hello everyone, Eskins here, bringing you a short little Let's Play of one of my all-time favorite Flash games, Sonny RPG. Now, whoops, gotta turn my computer volume down. This is a really well-made Flash RPG game, and I'll save more about the game until I'm actually in it. I've actually been playing the heck out of it the last couple days, so I'm actually gonna record it this time. So right off the bat, we can pick from 4 classes. The game has a pretty good balance of physically oriented attacks and magically oriented attacks of all kinds of elements, and I'll showcase that when I get into the game. It's actually really in-depth, and I like that. Classes in Sonny 1 really just affect what equipment you can equip. So we start off with the Destroyer. They're the physical powerhouses. They also have a really high vitality, so super tanky, super strong. The game says, like, oh, you can play as a tank or as, like, a frickin' berserker, but really, you're gonna do both of your Destroyer, because all of the Destroyer equipment has a lot of strength and vitality. They're hurting for speed, and they're hurting for any kind of magic. So any hybrid attacks, magic and strength, out the window. You aren't gonna get much out of them. The Guardian is, as it says clearly, a hybrid class. On top of that, they actually get quite a bit of vitality as well. Their downside is speed, obviously, and I think no matter which character I play as, I'm gonna go high speed. Like, I'll get more into that later, but Guardian, really good physical, magical. I'm going to be playing as him this time because it offers a lot of options, and I'm trying to actually beat the game here. The game gets really tough later on. Assassin is another, like, really strong class, but they're packing, obviously, really high speed. Their big thing actually isn't just, like, raw strength, though they have that. They totally have that as an option. It's really high critical chance. So they're going for really high, they want to crit every turn. On top of that, the way crits work in this game is the higher your physical piercing, which determines your critical chance, the more damage your criticals do. So not only are assassins getting more criticals, they're doing a lot more damage with them. That being said, they have such low health. Their equipment has like no vitality to it. They're really relying on their speed stat to make them evasive, and that's not the most well implemented thing in this game, so assassins can find themselves dying super fast. Gunslinger is your mage. They have very high magic stat, but the trade-off is, while they have a very high magic stat and do a lot of damage magically, they are so low HP, so low on speed, and I actually was recording this game the other day as a gunslinger, and I hit a stone wall where even though I spent like half an hour just grinding, I couldn't beat the next battle because my speed was so low. The enemies were going first, and they killed me in one turn. So it's game over, right? So I'm not gonna play as the gunslinger because they are just really squishy and vulnerable, and not really worth it. So I'm actually going to go as the Guardian because I want to try out some of those hybrid tactics. Respecking is a thing in this game, so if my strategy's not working, I can respec and have a lot of options open. So all the this is good, and here we go.
They call me Sonny. I'd like to tell you more about myself, but I can't. I don't even know my real name. It all started a year ago on that dreadful ship. I'll never forget the ship. I died there. But somebody brought me back.
Wake up, Sonny. Let's hope you're not too far gone.
Sonny?
Hey, would you look at that? Maybe there's hope for you yet. Come on, let's move. We need to get off this ship.
Who are you?
I'm Lewis, just a friend. Can you walk?
Yeah.
You'll need a weapon. Grab something.
What? How about this pipe?
Sounds fine. Take it. This way. I may be blind, but there's no mistaking that smell. Can you take him out?
Yes, I suppose I can. I don't feel too well.
It'll wear off eventually. You need to focus. Notice the grey ring in the lower middle panel around the exclamation mark.
So I know
Wait
how to
until it
play, but I'm
turns
going to
blue.
let this tutorial guy
Once
speak
the
because
ring
there's
is
more
blue,
dialogue in
click
this
on the
battle,
enemy to
and if I
target.
skip this, it'll
Your
skip that
abilities will
dialogue,
appear
so
around him.
yada yada yada, I get how to play. Blue ring, I can attack. So, starting off, actually, bam, mouse. For this first battle, maybe the first couple battles, I'm going to showcase the mouse, because you play this entire game with the mouse. In battle, though, there's not really much of a point of me showing it. I can verbally explain what I'm going to do. Quick Strike is the default ability for every class, and it's actually scaled both on strength and magic, so bam, I'm hitting for 16.
He doesn't look too happy.
He's enraged. You'll have to defend yourself. Get ready. Target.
Okay, I'm skipping that. There's no more dialogue. I'll go ahead and showcase suppression in a second. It's actually strength and magic based, so the Guardian, of all the 4 starting classes, it's really interesting. The Destroyer, the physical, I'm going to rip you apart, actually does the least damage because he has no magic. The Guardian, having a hybrid, has slightly higher damage. The Assassin does even more with Quick Strike right out the gate, and actually the Gunslinger does like 22 damage right out the gate. So he has probably the easiest time clearing the ship just for that reason. So this is suppression. As you can read, reduces damage from incoming attacks by 70% for 3 turns. And it has a cooldown of 5, so yeah, makes me much
Good
more
job,
resilient.
Sonny. Keep going and stay alert. There'll be more of them ahead.
Apparently everything I just said about the dialogue, and if I skip it, the rest of the dialogue won't play out. That was true a minute ago when I tested the recording. I guess I'm a liar now, though. Go me. But suppression on cooldown for 5 turns. So that means realistically, for 2 turns, I'm going to be vulnerable, at max damage. But I can use suppression throughout the whole game. I probably won't be, but it's an option. It's a really strong option right out the gate, actually. Bam! Results screen. So, money gained, experience. Experience in this game is always based on 100%, but the amount of experience each enemy gives you is also dependent on your level to them. So, if I was a higher level, I wouldn't have gotten 52%. This is just tutorial stuff. There's a boss at the end of each level. Here's my inventory. I have headgear, gloves, body, pants, leggings, whatever, footwear, and then primary arms and secondary arms. As a guardian, I actually do have secondary arms, which is nice. Over here we have vitality, directly depend. Your total HP is directly dependent on your vitality, and I haven't determined yet. It'd be real easy to test. I just haven't done it yet. If the amount of HP you get for each point of vitality is dependent on your class. Because I feel like I actually had a lot of vitality on my gunslinger, but I still had just 300 HP, so it wasn't very good. Strength, there are some attacks dependent on strength, obviously. Magic, same thing. Speed, there's, I think, one ability in this game that's actually dependent on speed, but a higher speed stat makes you go first in battle. It can get you extra turns occasionally, like 2 attacks back to back without the enemy attacking. And it's also part of your evasion. So high speed is very, very good. You want to have a high speed regardless of your class. Focus, it's interesting they list focus here because there's so few things you can do in the game to actually improve your focus, make it better. You can't increase it through leveling up, so I find it interesting they even list it here, but that's just me. Down here we have piercings, and we have a lot of different colors. So red is physical, pink is magic, even though there's 1 magic attack in the game, pink is magic. Blue is ice, orange is fire, yellow is lightning, brown is earth, purple is shadow, took me a second there, and green is poison. A lot of these are meaningless in terms of piercing, because Sonny, if I recall correctly, Sonny can't learn an earth attack. He can't learn a poison attack. Shadow has one ability, Lightning has one ability, Fire has two, Ice I think only has one, Magic has one. There's a lot of physical though, so physical makes the most sense being here. Down here's the defenses, and clearly they work in the same... They work kind of in the same way. Defenses do play a part in just reducing all around damage. So there's a few parts where I know all the enemies in this game at this point and what they like to hit me with, so I know what defenses I want to have at each point. Long introduction done. Moving on to the next battle. Oh, first of all, I can actually click on things here. Brings up little messages. Safety floating device. Only one person can fit into this. Are you really going to abandon the poor disabled man that saved your life, you selfish twat? Better try to find a speedboat to escape. Land. You're close to land. If you can get to a speedboat, you can probably make it out alive. Obviously, we need to find a speedboat. The most beautiful romantic sunset you've ever seen. Too bad you can't stay to watch it. Over here we have the item store. I can't afford anything right now. And apparently it's a vending machine, which sells a fire axe and a crowbar. And boots. And shirts. Weird. Yep, next battle. That was a
What are
critical.
these things anyway? They look horrid and decayed. And the smell is nauseating.
I reckon they used to be the ship's crew, but not anymore.
What's happened to them?
It's complicated, and we're running out of time. I'll tell you everything when we're off this ship.
So, Metabeasts are just the common enemy to start with. See, I didn't bother with suppression there because my HP is high enough. I think all the classes have a high enough HP that they should never have to use suppression until the boss. Boom, leveled up. So I said I was done with tutorial crap, I lied. So, here is the skill tree system for this game. All the real physical heavy stuff is on the left side. This is, if you're going really hardcore strength, you want to go down this list. The thing is, the game isn't balanced perfectly. And like, I tried doing a build where I was using pretty much every ability on this left side, and it just wasn't good. Smash is, in particular, Smash is just like broken, because look right here, attack the enemy for 160% of your total strength and 5 extra points of damage. So right now, if I picked up Smash, I'd be doing, what is that, 37 damage every smash? 36, 37, something like that. That's so much stronger than Quick Strike, obviously. And at tier 2 and tier 3, I'm actually going to open with Smash because Smash is just that good. At tier 2, it's 200%, so I'd be doing 45. And at, level 3, it's 240, so I'd be doing even more. Also going to go ahead and pick up a speed stat boost, because pretty much every level is going to go into speed. You get one attribute point to apply yourself every level, and all mine are going speed. Your stats do naturally increase on their own, like my strength and magic both went up. I think my vitality, I got like 3 vitality, jeez. Those increase as well, just over time. But yeah, Smash just starts doing so much raw damage that like Wound never does good damage over time, and the added damage they receive isn't really worth it. Break is good because it stuns an enemy. Disruption, very rarely can you actually make that work for you. Sunder is kind of like Wound, except it lasts longer, and it doesn't deal damage over time, it just makes them weaker. Master Strike, this is the speed scaling attack in the game, but it only scales with 70% of your speed. Your strength is just naturally going to be higher than your speed. So, has that high crit chance though, so there's that. And then Coup de Grace is actually good, because at level 8, when you can first get it, none of your other attacks are going to be doing like 400 plus damage. It crits a lot too, so like rank 1 Coup de Grace is actually really good, but it's not worth all the ability points that are going to go into it. Over here, I'll talk about the rest of the skill tree later on as I'm actually going down it. But over here is my action bar, and you'll see, you probably noticed, I put 6 smashes on here, and you're probably like, what was the point of that? Smash has a cooldown of 6 turns, so after doing smash, I have to wait 6 turns. I have to do 6 more actions before it comes off cooldown. But this game has a system where you can place abilities on your action bar a certain number of times. Like, suppression can only go on there once, but smash can go on there. I could put it on all 8 slots. The reason I'm not is actually focus limitations, and I'll explain more on that later. But because I have 6, if I use this one over here, it goes on cooldown, but the other 5 are still up. So I can, by doing this, I can use smash 6 turns in a row. So it's just really easy. Yeah, about leveling up, I just explained it all. I also have enough money to buy either a shirt or boots, but I'm gonna hold out for that fire axe.
You're outnumbered. Don't worry, though. You have the strongest weapon.
This pipe?
No, I'm talking about your brain. Think. Attack the weakest one first, and defend yourself when you can.
I was so hesitant to play this game when it first came out. This came out back in, I believe, 07? And I was just so reluctant to play it because... I must have did my math wrong on Smash, by the way. Weird. This game came out in the middle of kind of like a zombie craze on Newgrounds and Armor Games. I found it on Newgrounds, but obviously like the host website was Armor Games. And real quick, got equipment. I can slap it on. Bam, gloves. Changes my appearance, pretty cool. But
That green one in front of us is toxic. Watch out for its poison.
But you're blind, yeah. He's level 99, of course he knows. But, this game just kind of came out in the middle of this big craze of zombie games, and I wasn't interested in playing it. It wasn't the kind of game I wanted to play. Other games were like Last Stand, and, you know, just other like zombie shooter games, things like that. This game came out and it's like, bam, it's a zombie RPG game. And the little like blurb on it, like the summary or whatever, it didn't describe anything. It was just like, bam, zombie RPG game, go. Real quick, side note, going off on another tangent, I like to do that. The game is slowing down a bit here. It's not like the recording, it's the actual game. And there's nothing I can do about that. It's just the way the game is. I could turn the actual quality down, but maybe I'll try it. But I'm gonna pick up Magic Bolt. I will actually equip it. No, I lied. I'm gonna take suppression. I picked it up for a reason. I'll get to that later. Increase my speed. Buy the fire axe, and because I can afford it, I'll buy the boots as well. Oops. Keep my pipe because no, sell the pipe. Sell the boot and shoes. Save the game.
Hey, I can see the speedboat hanging. It's up ahead.
The audio kind of, like, the cutscene disappeared really quickly. That has been happening as well, I've noticed, and I don't know why. But I'm just gonna have to work with it. But this game, back to this, it was just labeled as a zombie RPG game, and that sounds awful. Like, come play this zombie RPG game. You play as a zombie, it's turn-based combat. That doesn't sound good at all. Not with all the other games that were being released. So I just stayed far away from it. I didn't touch it, I didn't do anything with it. When I finally played it, this was the last thing I was expecting.
I think I can hear helicopters, Sonny. It must be the rescue team.
But it was just so well done. This game is amazing. I love the art style. It has great voice acting. This was a Flash RPG game. This isn't retail. There are Steam RPG games that cost $5 that don't have content half as good as this. It's mind-boggling. Vitality +1, go! Move quickly. I'm up to 37. Guardian gets a ton of vitality, man.
Finally, you're here. I thought we'd die on this forsaken ship.
Take 'em out, boys. We don't need any witnesses.
What?
Lewis! This is not a good day to be shooting my friends.
Hey, look at that. That one just talked. So what? That thing is no different from the rest. Just do your job, soldier.
Yeah, see, right there it did that little audio jump again, and I'm not sure why. I didn't click, I didn't do anything. But this is the first boss battle. It's, you know, it might seem like it's tough. They're all level 5, it's 3-on-1. I'm given 2 turns. Oh my god, Sonny! I'm given 2 turns right off the bat, and the goal there was to kill the medic. But Sonny decided to not do that. This battle's also really bad about the little lag. So I just gotta kind of tough it out. But yeah, I put this game off. I didn't play it until like a year and a half after it came out, and like Sonny 2 was out and everything. I sat it. Like, I stayed so far away from this game, and then I played it, and I was like, man, I was missing out. This is a great game. This is going to be a very long fight, too. God dang it. I'm going to run out of focus. Sonny, I need you to hit. And I'm stunned. There you go. Now, if you couldn't hit both of them and critted both of them, you'd be dead. God dang it. 1 HP? Ah, that's insulting. I've never been stunned twice in this fight. That's a first. This is going to be very, very long. At this point, I don't have a means of restoring my focus. So... he doesn't either. He's down to 10, so we're just going to be whacking each other until he dies. I want your sword, guy. And, okay, the gun's fine. I'm probably actually going to do my first respec now.
Sonny, take this.
Lewis, I don't know what to do or where to go. I don't remember anything.
Just take it, please.
What is it?
It's a tape. Maybe it can help you.
Lewis, I don't need this. I need to remember. I need to...
Ugh.
Dun dun dun. Alright, so this was the White November. That was the research ship I was just on. Here's the rest of the world map. Pretty nice looking. Ishiguro's Rest. Ghost Beach. Bam! Nice color in the sky. I like it. Cliffs. The sign points towards this direction. Hopefully it will lead to a better place. It says this way to Hue. 80 kilometers. A headless man appears to be fishing here. Let's talk to him. Tape player? Nope. That would be too convenient. Oh, so here's that rifle I just got. Magic plus 11, strength plus 3, magic piercing plus 5. So it gives me less strength than the fire axe, but I want that magic. So the magic piercing isn't too important either. So right here, there's 3 different armor sets here. There's 3 different enemies in this area that can all kind of drop their armor set. The shadow set here is really for the assassins. Builds up that physical piercing, really high speed, yada yada yada. The cold steel set is really aimed towards kind of being tanky, and the enemies, like the main enemies of this area, use shadow and ice attacks, so obviously being able to resist those is a good thing. And then over here we have the hunter set, and the hunter set is really good all around stat boosts. very heavily geared towards magic. And I think I'm going to be going the hunter path. And we have a pulse rifle here. Not really better than my M7, so be sticking with that. And then right here we have the first secondary weapon. It's assassin only. Then icy katana, kinda not really the best melee weapon available in this area. There's one that can be dropped that's really, really awesome, but anyways, that's enough talking. Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and save up for the hunter's leggings. Even though, like, realistically, they're no better. Okay, I lied. I'm getting the hunter's boots. Bam! I'm not a high enough level. That was a waste. Moving on.
Hi, do you know where I can find the nearest payphone? Whoa, take it easy.
Oh, I didn't respec either. I was gonna do that. Probably, I hate getting stunned. Probably would have made this battle a lot faster too if I had respect. I'm gonna get rid of smash and go for a more useful, in my opinion, ability. Why would you use suppression, you frickin' zombie? Sonny, I'm gonna need you to crit this turn so that we end the battle. Well, you critted. I thought it would end the battle. Respecking will also allow me to remove, like, little annoyances like that. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just click it, the respec ability. In this game, respecs are free, but you can only do them 5 times a day. So, bam, respec. So I'm gonna pick up Magic Bolt again. And I'm gonna pick up 2 levels of Electro Bolt. So Electro Bolt, actually real quick speed. So Electro Bolt is based on both magic and strength. And it also removes enemy buffs, which is huge. On top of that, it doesn't say it, but each rank of it increases the amount of damage it does as well. So getting level 2 is actually important, aside from it just removing multiple buffs. Magic Missile, or Magic Bolt, sorry, was I calling it Magic Missile this whole time? Magic Bolt is a very low damage ability, kind of like, okay, not low in that sense. It does decent damage. Oh, I can only equip 2, that's right. I only need 2. You can spam it indefinitely because the cooldown's only 1 turn. It's weird having empty spaces. It is really, really good for a magic-centered class because, again, you can spam it, and it does increase the amount of damage they take the next turn. So I can hit them with Magic Bolt, follow it with an Electro Bolt, and do a fair amount of damage. Doesn't look too good. I'm stuck on a haunted beach. Stupid tape. Maybe I'll find some civilization. Maybe someone will help me. Huh, that's kind of ominous, huh? Oh, the ship is burning in the distance. Poor, poor Lewis. So right here we have training fights. I'm gonna go ahead and do one just to showcase it. I would get the assassin. The assassin's annoying to fight. This guy, very, very high speed, very high physical piercing, yada, yada, yada. You get it. So you can do indefinite training battles. But, oh, so close. Come on. Ah. So he just used Shadow Blend, which speed is increased by 500%. So for a character with already high speed, he's now almost impossible to hit. I'm shooting on a there we go. I was just playing the odds there. Training battles are indefinite. That's something about this game too. Whereas if I do the next battle up here, you'll see there's this bar in the bar in the bottom right. It fills up as you finish battles. It says stage 9. There were 7 stages on the White November, so those carry over. And once this bar is, you can't, like, I can't go back and fight the Frost Zombie that I just fought. But I can do training fights. So if I ever need to stop and train, I can do that. Now, one thing I can do, I'll pop back over to the White November. If I click next battle here, I'll refight the boss of this area. And I can do that to get experience, some easy cash, and they can drop either their gun or their sword. Not going to be doing that right now, obviously, but that is definitely an option. But for now, we're just going to press on.
Oh, what did I do to deserve this?
this is probably where I'll start jump cutting. I think I've talked about everything I really want to talk about at this point. This game's just really fun to play casually. There are a lot of different builds you can do, a lot of ways to play the game, so I greatly enjoy it. I highly, highly recommend it to anybody.
Horrors ahead.
So these are like the main enemy of this area. Ghost Samurai. That's cool. They've got a lot of HP too, and they can heal a fair bit of it too, so something to consider. I just got hit with Void. Void is actually really, really threatening in this area. It lasts a very long time, and it makes me take additional damage. It deals damage at the end. Every time I attack, I'm going to take damage now. But that can stack indefinitely. And it lasts 9 turns, so basically they can stack 5 or 6 of them no problem, and then they have a really strong ice attack. So I have no ice defense right now, obviously, so they can just hit me really, really hard. Yeah, there's that healing spell, but like you can see, I'm actually hurting right now. Like, this is just one enemy, and he's taking quite a toll on me. But he's dead, and I got his helmet. The helmet and body armor for all the armor sets in this area are not available in the shop, so you do have to purchase them separate, or not purchase them, you have to get them from enemy drops. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap on that bad boy. Because I can actually, oh, I can equip the Hunter's Boots now too. I didn't even realize. I thought that was level 5. Bam, look at those spiffy boots. Helm of Peril, Magic +2, Strength +1, Vitality +3. Now I look stupid, but I do what I must. Oh, I can afford the pants too. Bam. Bam. Go ahead and sell these for the, pennies. But save the game. Moving forward.
You are not welcome here.
Yeah, the assassin's fast enough. I'm pretty much never gonna get the jump on them, and he has very high evasion. There we go. The thing is, that rank 3, man. Oh, nice. Thank you, guy. I'm being really bad about switching the scenes there. Yeah, I'm just gonna sell the other 2. Gloves. Bam. So yeah, speed, strength, and physical piercing. Or is this just all-around stat boost? And being the Guardian, I want all-around stat boosts. Next battle.
There's another. Shoot him down.
By all means, try.
So I shouldn't need to stack that there. No, that was a critical, but the thing about the assassins that I was trying to say is they like to cast Shadow Blend when they're, I want to say, below 50% HP. So if I can just kind of obliterate him before hitting that range, I want to. Hunters also have a healing ability, but I do not have lightning piercing. I should not be hitting as many crits as I am. Hunter's helm, so bye-bye. Bye-bye Helm of Peril. I got a better helm. I think the Helm of Peril actually looked better. Sell it. Save the game. So I'm pretty sure in this particular battle, they mean for you to take like Lewis's advice and, oh, go for the weaker one. But if you look at their HPs, mouse, 149, 156. I'm gonna kill either one of these pretty much the same pace. So, magic bolt. Assuming I don't get stunned, die. So you'll notice I'm skipping my turn when I get stunned, there is a reason for that. You can select an action when you're stunned. It'll make a lot more sense here in a minute. You can select an action when you're stunned, but it won't actually apply. It'll just say, oh, you couldn't do that action because you were stunned. But if the stun gets removed...
There he is! He's wearing the stolen combat suit!
Hey you! I don't know if you noticed, but I'm slightly outnumbered here. Can you help me out?
I can't say I'm too fond of these bastards myself.
Others fire. Everyone take the safe target.
So I'm not skipping through the dialogue there, it just cut out. But this here is Veridux. He's going to be our best frickin' friend in the whole wide world. He actually, you can see he's wearing combat medic armor. He's not really a medic, but he does have a healing ability, and it removes debuffs. So assuming he has a higher speed than me, if I'm stunned, there's a chance he'll heal me, removing my stun, and I can perform whatever action. I don't know if he's faster than me right now. He is faster than me. Also worth noting, he just gave me re-energize, which is really, really useful. I restored 10 focus every turn now, and that's really, really nice. Good job, Veridux. We comboed him. Excellent. So, the enemies also said something there that's pretty huge and worth noting. We went for different targets there. Go us. In that, they're focusing on the weaker party member. Veridux has less health than me. Well, there's his healing ability, by the way. He has less health than me, so he is... he's going to be the main focus of all enemies' attacks. God dang it, quit healing. But if I were pretty much any other class, I'm pretty sure I would have less HP than him right now. What? Sonny! Thank you, Veridux. So Veridux can also use Electro Bolt. It's only rank 1 as far as I can tell, and it never gets better. He's actually done every action that he can do this one battle, but he's got a Poison Shot, he's got an Electro Bolt, he has a physical attack, I think it's just Swift Strike, and he has his healing spell. Oh, and he has Re-Energize. So Re-Energize is really nice because it keeps my focus up, and I don't have to worry too much about getting my focus back myself. I'll explain more about Veridux in a second. I just picked up Aggression. It increases my strength and magic, or I can increase somebody else's. It's nice, like it is a good boost. I'm actually probably not going to use it very much. The main reason I got it, I threw it on the action bar because I have open slots, but the main reason I got it is so I can get Heroic Motivation next level, and that's pretty much the healing spell Veridux has, but I'm going to make a much better use of it. So if we pop over to inventory, here's Veridux, and he has some pretty baller armor right out the gate. Just +4s on everything, and they all increase 2 defenses by 15. His helmet and boots stack, so he has 30 defense of physical and magical, and a little defense everywhere else. He also comes packed with a pulse rifle. If I wanted, I could steal it from him. I don't. He can have it. If we look at his stats, 41, 48, 49, 37. Yeah, his armor gives him a huge edge here. If I took it all off, if I took all our armor off, I'm pretty sure Sonny would just outshine him. But he's got a ton of boost from that armor. So, and unfortunately, it's combat medic body you wear, which, hey, guess what? He's a combat medic, so I can't equip it. Sad, but true. You also notice AI mode. In Sonny RPG, you cannot control your partners directly. You can only kind of change their AI behavior. So right now he's set to tactical, and in this game, it's kind of bad. You only have 3 settings. If I have him on defensive, pretty much every turn he's guaranteed to heal or cast Re-Energize. I think if everyone is at 100% health and everybody's Re-Energized, then he might attack, but that's never going to happen. So he's pretty much every turn going to be healing us. even if we don't need it. Tactical is supposed to kind of ford the river here, and if we're needing healing, he's supposed to use healing. If we're needing focus, he's supposed to use re-energize. You know, if an enemy buffs themselves, he's supposed to tag them with Electro Bolt to remove it. It's not very well thought out, though. Veridux loves to heal us when we're like at 90% HP. He loves to not use Electro Bolt when enemies are buffed. There's a lot of things wrong with tactical. Aggressive completely removes his healing ability from the equation. He will not attack, or he will not heal us if he's on aggressive. He just goes all out, and that's bad because we need healing at this point. So even though I'm going to be picking up a healing spell, I really want him to have his healing spell as well. And eventually I will outstrip him speed-wise, which is good, because then, you know, if he needs healing, if I want him to do something else, I can hit him with a healing, because he can change his action after I've gone, but I can't change mine after he goes, basically. Yep, new member. Also, I can't affect his abilities when I level up. Like, he doesn't have a tab here. I can't switch to Veridux and affect his abilities. He's set in stone. And I wish they would get stronger as we go along. They won't. So, it is what it is.
Hey, thanks for helping me back there, bud. I'm Veridux.
They call me Sonny. I can't remember my real name.
The sensei does not approve of your presence here. We've been sent to kill you.
Hey, I got your back, Sonny. Rip them open.
Nice. That poison's actually really good, because if he decides to, if we can't kill him like this next turn, which we should, my Electro Bolt should kill him. Double Electro Bolt for the win. If we couldn't have killed him, then his poison, and he used Shadow Blend, then the poison would probably kill him without us actually having to hit him. You'll see right there, we got a second turn just now. It's not because the Ghost Samurai did nothing, it's because when the Assassin died, the way the speed balance shifted, it actually gave us an extra turn. I could use you on the offense, Dux. There you go. Ooh. Yeah, this is the toughie right here. And I never know which target Dux is going for until I attack. Now I know, because the one with the lowest health is the one he'll target. He's gonna heal this turn anyways. Oh, I went first there because Cold Soul, that debuff, it lowers speed. So right now he's got 45% reduced speed, so I'm outpacing him by a lot. At least he's removing some of it. These guys can stun as well, so I'm kind of scared for that. I'm pretty sure they can stun. That might have been a lie. Okay, one down. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di. Things aren't too interesting right now, just the way I'm playing. It'll pick up once I get to the later levels. I don't know if I should attempt the optional bosses in this part, or if I should save that for another part. I might make this 2 parts, because looking at it, I've been going for 45 minutes here, and I've been doing a lot of commentary, so I kind of don't want to cut a lot of this. Like, I don't want to do jump cuts and stuff, because I feel like it's actually been engaging. I'll try and kill this area boss, and I'll cut it. I'll save the last area for a second part. Yeah, Veridux wasn't kind there. I ran out of focus, so it's good we ended the battle. He wasn't giving me anything. I would rather have this armor on for the boss. Better vitality by far, and still good strength and magic, and it gives me that defenses, or those defenses. Tempting to throw on the helmet too, but I shouldn't need it. No, I think I'm good. Boss fight time.
You tread our sacred grounds. You refuse to leave. For that, I shall break you.
Sensei Ishiguro? Guro? Name I can't pronounce. Level 7 height. Okay. So this is going to be a long fight. He's got a lot of health. It's right there, he used Enrage, which vastly increases strength. I think it's like a 400% strength increase. So, following that attack, no matter what he hit us with, it was gonna hurt really, really bad. So I needed to remove that with Electro Bolt. If I were playing a different class or build, I would be relying entirely on Veridux to remove. Oh my god. Veridux, heal me, please. He's almost dead. I think he's... Yep, there's the heal. But Duck should keep me up. The big concern is I'm running out of focus steadily. Re-energize me. But you can see, he likes to stack Void. This guy does not like to just attack you. And there's the stun. I'm gonna go ahead and select Electro Bolt. There we go. I was faster. Wait, no, I wasn't faster. Sorry. That was me spacing. I wasn't faster. Dux removed Void. He didn't heal me. That guy does drop his armor set when he dies, so he's actually kind of worth farming in a not a real sense. No, I lied. He's not worth farming. Also, there's no cutscene after that area, so I just go right now to Garikala. So, village, you two are welcome to stay here, but there's a bigger city on the other side of the mountains. You'll have to kill the Shaman Council to pass through. They own the joint. Great. I think that's the only clickable thing here. So, this area actually introduces 4 new armor sets, and they pretty much all outclass this. I'll equip this now because there is no reason not to. It is superior in every way. Save my game. Okay, I lied. There's 5 armor sets. We have the Survivor's Gear, which is meant only for the rock golems in this area, as the story even says. And then there's the Knight's Gloves, which obviously is the Knight set. Destroyer's Armor. Strikers, really, really good for assassins. If you can't find Knight gear, then Striker gear is what you want on your Destroyer. Breakers, this is... It's really, in a way, meant to be the magic armor. This is the only... Okay, it's one of 2 armor sets, I believe, that increase focus. And in the main game, it's the only armor set that'll increase focus. So that's nice in a way, but it also greatly increases your magic piercing, but that only affects magic missile, or bolt, magic bolt. So it's not worth it. Like, you're much better going for the Peacock set, which is the healer armor. This is really meant for Veridux, but I think actually both characters are gonna be rocking the... I say Peacock, it's the Mender's set. Both characters are gonna be rocking the Mender's set because it's good magic, good strength, and good vitality. Speed is gonna be an issue. I might get like the Striker's flip-flops or something, because I do want good speed stat, but ultimately, this is just the best gear. Weapon-wise, this is for the assassins. Look at that 50 piercing. Imagine stacking that with all of the Striker set. It's a ton of piercing. You're going to be critting pretty much every turn and doing a ton of damage. Steel Slicer, if you can't find one of the really good weapons in this area, that's always good. But it's a Destroyer weapon. I can't equip it. Ivory Mace, given the strength of my Electro Bolt, this is actually a really good weapon to have. Because that 50 lightning piercing, and the Mender set increases lightning piercing, so both Dux and Sonny can benefit from that. Shield. Shields are the Guardian secondary arms, and because I can now buy them, that's really nice. This will also help with those rock golems and any physical attacks, and there's quite a few physical attacks. So like the strikers, the blade shaman, which wear the strikers. This is really good for that too. If I stack that with the survivor's gear, I'm unkillable. And then there's Nature's Fury, which is more magically oriented again. But honestly, at this point, I guess the Ivory Mace is the best weapon. There's enemy drop weapons that are really good, but I will be saving all that for a next part because this part has been running way too long and there's been way too much talking. I feel like I've been talking non-stop, but hopefully it was interesting to watch. Next up, we'll be finishing it. Thank you all for watching. I am Eskins. Eskins out.